Oh, hey. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? Pretty good. Pretty good. Got up like 6, went to the casino to have breakfast, lost $50. I was actually winning until that new dealer came. Went to Gordon's, went to the grocery store, and then went to work. Yeah, I like to play Ultimate Texas Hold'em at the casino, and I was winning. I pulled out $60 from the bank, and I think I was working it up to like almost 100. And then like they had a dealer change. The new dealer came, and I was like, all right, that's cool, no problem. Shit, lost it all. Lost all for except for $10. Every time I had a good hand, they had something a little bit better. I'm just like, oh sweet, I got 2 pair, queens and sixes, and she's like, I got 3 pair. I'm like, it's not even a fucking hand. Like, how the fuck is this even possible? I'm like, I got 4 kings. She's like, I got 5 aces. I'm like, what the fuck? What fucking casino are we running here? And I want a little bit of it back in a slot machine, but I used that money at Gordon's to buy new underwear. Do they take personal items for cash? Um, Technically, yes. Like my dogs are no longer named Gabriella and Dark Mesa. They're now property of Riverside Casino LLC. I'll get them back. Don't worry. Hey, Diana, what's up? Good, good, good. It's Dennis, Dennis Caleb McCoy. I have a name, Dennis. It's Dennis Caleb McCoy. Are you here to sue me again? Has the restraining order run? Am I allowed to get close again? Is this too close? That's like my favorite fucking part. And everything in that movie. That's my favorite part. That and the last scene. That's like my 2 fucking favorite parts. Uh, is this too close? Like, okay, I hope that Blu-ray's fucking loaded. Man, I tried. Man, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look up the fucking Blu-ray for the first two, so I can finally listen to those commentary tracks and shit like that. Apparently, that shit went out of print, and I didn't know about it, man. People want like $130 for that fucking Blu-ray set. The one with the one from Shout Factory. There's like a double one with just the movies on them and shit. I don't want that. And to be honest, I don't want the Shout Factory one no more either, man. They want like $130. I don't think so. Gnarly surfing and barrel rolls out there in the ocean, bro. All right. Yeah, Jackie was gonna come on tonight, but she's just not feeling good. So, Well, no, this is the Shinsuke Nakamura hat I bought, and the other Velveteen Dream shirt I bought. It says Nakamura. Yeah, he's channeling Cool Duder. What, a motherfucker can't wear a black hat around here? He's got to be Cool Duder and shit. Surf on cocaine. All right. Oh, I felt that in my eye. Oh, yeah. It's my cocaine. Leave me alone. Oh, oh man, I'm pretty sure I could smell letters now. Mm. Black is Cool Duder. I swear, sometimes you just pull fucking words out of a hat and just put them together and just type them into my chat room for some reason. Sasha got beat the fuck. Yeah, I saw that last night. I don't have a cocaine problem. I just love the smell of it. Brett, I swear to God. One day, man. One day. So I've cocaine makes you watch dwarf porn. That's some that's actually some good info to have. Um so last night, I've neglected writing anything on the second book in like a month, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna go downstairs last night and I'm like, you know what? I'm actually gonna write on the second book. I'm gonna fucking write on this shit. So I come downstairs, I put it on a DVD. I was putting on my Drew Carey show from hardtofindtv.com. Go over there right now and spend $40, save 15%. Dude, you've seen Jackie, man. Um, so I'm like, all right, cool. So I start. I'm trying to write. I'm trying to figure out where to go with it. I seriously sat here for 2 fucking hours, and I seriously wrote 2 sentences on the fucking book. And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Yeah, the book. Why are they doing this weird shit? TV find of hard. TV find too hard. I love hard to find TV. Yeah, I know you do, Brett. It's fucking comments crack me the fuck up. And I was just so disappointed in myself. I was like, I sat down here for 2 fucking hours and I wrote 2 sentences. I was like, are you for real? This one's never gonna get done. Like I said before, I sent it off to a friend thinking like, here, maybe she'll just tell me it's shit, and then I'll just scrap the whole fucking book. And she was like, no, this is good. Keep going. I was like, DQ tonight? Nah, I gotta stop eating that shit. Listen, Listen, let's get serious for a second, okay? Right now, Brett, kind of Matthew, Stephanie, and Pimp are talking. All right. Right now, we have 10 viewers watching. Okay. Listen, 10 people. Okay. I know I know I say a lot of bad shit about the 10 people watching and more, but listen, 10 people. I appreciate that you 10 people come in here and want to watch and shit like that, but participate. That's all I want. No, I'm not asking you to fucking donate. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not asking you to buy shit from the Amazon wish list. You can if you want. I'm not asking you to buy an artist T-shirt. You can if you want. That's all in the description. But fuck, participate. Like, I don't know how you get off by just coming in here, sitting here, and fucking saying nothing. You know, I'm not that goddamn fucking entertaining. I rely on what the chat room says to keep this shit fucking going. So when I sit here and do absolutely nothing, what the fuck could you possibly be doing? So please, lean a little forward, type some questions, let's get to know each other. Can you do that for me? All right. And thumbs down this video, because that's what we do here. Make America version 1 again. Let's make America open past 8 again. Cool bitch wrote a book. Did he really? No, he didn't. No, I can't believe anything Pimp Nasty says. No, we don't do likes around here. Why are you doing thumbs up? Did you not just hear what I said? We don't do likes. We do dislikes around here. Everybody likes to come to my video and dislike shit, so that's how we're gonna do the system now. They are stroking themselves instead of the keyboards. I'm a rebel without a cause. What's up, Big Hat? People showing up tonight. Shit. Big city hat. One of my few international viewers. So, oh, look at all the fucking haters and shit. 3 likes on this video. You fucking haters. Yeah, I think like random people who come in here and just hear that comment, like 3 likes, haters. What the fuck is this dude talking about? What's up, man? No, not much. Not much. Same old, man. They finally removed all the debris from the fucking storm from our front yard, so that was nice. The city did. I hope there's a comically small hat under the sun. Priorities, Brett. Priorities. Because I swear, if I ever have to go 9 days without power again, you probably will never see me again. Because I'll be in jail. I'll fucking murder somebody. It's called my cock. I saw videos of that storm. It was nuts. Shit, I saw it. Well, I didn't see the full effect of it. Like I said, I looked outside my window and I was like, something ain't right here. So I grabbed my dogs and I booked it to the basement and shit. Why are you in a surfing mood tonight? I don't understand. Did you watch like what was that fucking surfing movie that came out? Step into Liquid? Is that what it was called? I think that's what it was called. No, not Point Break. The documentary on surfing, I'm pretty sure it's called Step into Liquid. Pretty sure of it. Pretty good. Go big or go home, Ted. Again, I think you just draw words out of a hat. You just throw them in the chat and just see what happens. You're one of them fuckers that just throws shit against the wall, see if it sticks. I'd bet money on it. Wait a minute, silly big hat's in here. Dude, isn't it like 4 a.m. over there? God damn, dude. Did you wake up or are you still up? Just woke. Oh, okay. And this is what you woke up to? Shit. Too much caffeine today. There's never too much caffeine. Well, hey, there's 10 people in here. I guess I'll fucking do it. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, description down below. Want to help a brother out? Fantastic. Teespring link. Buy yourself an artist t-shirt, sticker, poster, pillow, if you want to be weird about it. And Amazon wish list. You want to get yourself, you want to see something unboxed just for you in the live. Diana Beth was nice enough to buy something from it last night. Hopefully that one gets her. And or if you just want a video just for you, we can arrange that too. That's all in the description down below. And if you don't want to or can't do any of that, subscribe, leave a thumbs down because that's how we show love around here. We don't do that thumbs up bullshit. You can do all that. Tell your friends, all that good shit. Caffeine in the jugular. Like I fear the day the doctor tells me I can't have caffeine anymore. Like right now, I'm drinking a fucking rock star. It's 9 o'clock at fucking night. Pillows if you're weird about it. Yep. I did the pillow thing as a gag. No one's bought one. I really don't expect them to, but there's 11 people watching right now. Nobody's saying a thing. I have a custom homemade ArtistV1 pillow. Yeah, that's not creepy or anything. Let's play Would You Rather. It'd be better if I were on fucking StreamYard, but I crocheted it myself. Want to play a game? Would you rather? Oh, there's an app? Oh, sure. Let me download the app. Oh. I'm downloading the app. See, again, 11 people in here. Nobody's saying a damn word. What are you people doing who aren't even talking? He didn't say, let's play fucking Would You Rather. Don't try and shit my fucking ice cream and call it sprinkles. It's okay. This is what it says on my screen. It says, let's play Would You Rather. Then Stephanie says, want to play a game. Then it says, I crocheted myself. Pimp Nasty says, call your boss. And then it says, I asked you a question. Your shit's not here. Oh, that's fucked up. Missing your chat notification. I said, would you rather slit your wrist or sit through the... That's one. I don't think I want to take that fucking wrench away. Fuck no. I don't want to pay for this shit. I can't do that on YouTube. Oh, fuck. They don't want to let me play if I pay for it? Fuck that noise. So, all right, fine. Fuck it. We'll go to the website. Oh, would you rather dirty? Oh, let's download that. Dennis McCoy, what up, bro? I just had a strawberry Pop Tart for the first time in 15 years. It was amazing. Weren't you just saying last night how you don't like shit that you haven't seen in like years? You haven't seen Bill and Ted in years, but you fucking hate it. But you haven't had a strawberry Pop Tart in 15 years and you thought it was amazing. I'm triggered. Are you fucking for real? You gotta pay for all these fucking games? Oh, okay. Oh, these aren't the dirty ones, man. I don't want to play this shit. I want to play the dirty ones. Yes, Pop Tarts had a solid story, good taste, great idea, great story, ended well. I mean this in the nicest possible way I could say it. Fuck you. Artists only eat fruit gushers and Dasani water? Bitch, when have you ever seen me drink water? A League of Their Own sucks? That's two. Hey man, add me to the stream. Let's do what? Did you just black out? We just had this conversation about not being able to add you. Let's do a Siskel Ebert. No, that's not even a Siskel and Ebert because your opinion is wrong. I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm putting my foot down on this one. Your opinion is wrong on that movie, and we're moving on. I don't think you. I think you saw the dollar store version. I think you saw like Will and Bud listen to cassettes or some shit. You guys, that movie was fucking amazing. Bro, are you okay? No, you're over here talking about A League of Their Own sucks. You can fuck off too. You got Matthew over here talking about how fucking Bill and Ted 3 sucks. You were over here talking about fucking um League of Their Own sucks. Hold on seconds on these hella good Pop Tarts. If you find them, find the Fruit Loop Pop Tart. Those are off the chain. That's why I can't trust Pit Nasty on anything. He says shit like, cool bitch wrote a book, but then he says shit like, A League of Their Own sucks. And I'm just like, Have you seen Long Kiss Goodnight? I don't think so. Um, I know the piss in A League of Their Own is 56 seconds. So if the Austin Powers piss is longer than that, then it's Austin Powers. It's actually, oh, okay. Don't bring a knife to a gun show. That's it. We'll just look it up. We'll see who's fucking right. Worst trilogy. Neither. I mean, I will say that, TMNT3, looking through it, definitely looking at it now. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But worst trilogy, Independence Day. Then you have 3 fucking movies. TMNT3 is gold. See, Matt, you're getting on me for liking Bill and Ted 3, and that came out of his mouth? Fuck Independence Day 2 in the air. I didn't care for the first one that much. I thought it was an okay flick, the first one. A couple genuine parts in there that are pretty cool. But now, if you want to talk about sequels that came too late, Independence Day 2 is a perfect example of a sequel that came too fuck late. People want to say, "Oh, Bill and Ted 3 came too late." Oh, it came too late. No, fuck. Independence Day 2. Independence Day 2 came too late. Where's Ferris B? All right. Are you in the Breakfast Club? No. They're remaking Flight of the Navigator. Mistake? Yes and no. I mean, it's been so long since I've watched Flight of the Navigator. I mean, I remember watching it back in the day, but I remember liking it. But I mean, remaking it. I mean, shit. I fucking love that movie. They should leave it alone. Navigator's Red. I mean, at this point, it's just like throw a dart at a movie. It's probably going to be remade at some point or another. But you know, half of it's going to be CGI. I'm watching. I'll always know what you did last summer. Oh, I'm sorry. That movie's fucking awful. It never have came out. Oh god, yeah, that one's fucking awful. And I actually gave the third I Know What You Did Last Summer a chance. I was like, you know what? Even though Jennifer Love Hewitt in the fucking gang is not in this one, I'm actually gonna watch it and fucking and give it a shot. You know, maybe it might be decent. And it was fucking horrendous. Urban Legends 3 was a fucking better movie than that. And I know some of you are thinking, like, what? It was an Urban Legends 3? Yes, it was. Urban Legends, Bloody Mary. And it was actually a decent fucking flick. What did artists do last summer? What I'm doing right now, I think. No, wasn't it? No, I went this last summer, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me understand where you are on this. Better movie. Oh, Bill and Ted 3. I've never even seen The Last Airbender. Bill and Ted 3. Bill and Ted 3. Urban Legend is awesome. I used to really like the second one, but then like growing up, rewatching the second one, I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking. Bill and Ted 3 or striptease. Rated version or unrated version? Theatrical release. Ooh. Bill and Ted 3. Hey man, what's going on? Where's Jackie? She couldn't make it tonight. She wasn't feeling too good. Oh, Bill and Ted 3. Hell, I'd say Bill and Ted 3 is better than the fucking 2000 whatever Avengers. Who the fuck is Jackie? You've seen Jackie before. Quit playing. Jackie's my best friend in Texas, man. Wow, no shit. Bill and Ted 3 over all that shit. Fuck yeah. Fuck your Avengers Endgame. I'll take Bill and Ted 3 over that shit. Fuck your Justice League Snyder cut. Bill and Ted 3. She said she might. Is she the one who got in fight and you muted her ass on the last stream she was on? I didn't get into a fight with her, but I think I muted her because she was having a personal argument with her mom. So. Yeah. But yeah, she said she might try and make it tomorrow. It all depends on how she feels. How was your week? Oh man, it was decent. Oh, Bill and Ted 3. I prefer black and white movies. Interracial porn is the best. Oh, Trump haters in here. He's wife material. There, I said it. Yes, I'm in the minority. We were all thinking. Fucking American. Trump supports the cartels. Pussy is for pounded, not married. See, again, big YouTubers, when people say this type of shit, they usually get duped a fucking 20 spot or a 10 spot for this shit. No, not me, man. 20 spot. Yeah. Jackie, if you're reading this stream and playback, she does not watch the playback. I'd have to pay her to fucking watch the playback. She doesn't want to sit here and do this bullshit. Jackie, if you see this show feed, artist knows what's up. He knows what I'm saying. He's been through this shit before. Considering the last two girlfriends I've had have cheated on me, I don't know. Hmm. Oh, okay, if it's Bill and Ted 3 or Jackie's Feet, then Bill and Ted 3 win. Listen, I'm not a feet guy. I'm not into the whole foot thing. Hey, we got 10 people watching again. So remember, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App in the description. Want to help a brother out? That'd be great. All right. Official artist T-shirt, Teespring. All right. Designed by City Kitty Art from Instagram. That'd be fantastic. And Amazon wish list. You want to see something unboxed here live in one of the lives or in a video just for you? We can arrange that. Or you can subscribe, drop a dislike, because that's how we show love around here. So, yeah. I watched a Halloween movie that might be as good as Hocus Pocus. We're not going back to Hocus Pocus either. I've already had it with the fucking Bill and Ted fucking shit. We're not going back to Hocus Pocus either. I'm not a feet guy either. What is that? Women have three perfectly good holes. If you know how to use them, women technically have, seven. I mean, they do have two ears and two nostrils. I'm just saying. Yeah, but you can give her the Q-tip. That's when you're fucking her and you pull it out and then you bust one in her ear, called the Q-tip. Q-tip from Bill and Ted 3. Hocus Pocus, way overhyped. See? He gets it. Those fucking Disney Channel movie, the Halloween Towns. Man, fuck them. I like how when I do the pitch, like, hey, Venmo, PayPal, and when I do that, a lot of people leave. And that gets me a little excited because I'm just like, oh shit, maybe they're fucking going to PayPal and shit to leave a donation. No, that's never the case. Uh, oh shit, I would option A. I'm like Bill and who? What the hell walking on? Hey, Jackson's here. Hey, I'm not saying you haven't donated hell of times. I'm just saying, like, sometimes I do the pitch and then people disappear. So then I'm just like, oh shit, maybe they're gonna go donate, and they don't. Oh, sometimes they disappear during the pitch. All right, everybody behave now. I will give the most scathing fucking review right now if you leave $1,000 in Bitcoin. Fuck that movie. The movie can eat my ass if you leave $1,000 in Bitcoin. I will gladly watch Will and Bud listen to cassettes. Jurassic Park 3 is great. I didn't even watch it. I stopped after the second one. Plus, I'm getting tired of oh, okay, they're making a fourth Jurassic Park. We're gonna call it Jurassic World. Okay, cool, awesome. And then Jurassic World comes out and it does great. And they're like, we're gonna make Jurassic World 2. Like, no, no, because Jurassic World is Jurassic Park 4. So you're really making Jurassic Park 5. It's not Jurassic World. No. It's like when American Reunion came out, people kept calling it American Pie 4. If that would have happened one more time, I would have killed a motherfucker. I willed it and it happened. Down boy. How nasty it's gonna be like that tonight. Well, my computer froze. How was the rest of the work week? It was fine. Really slow. Not a lot of people realize we're open. Reunion is brilliant. Yeah, I dug Reunion for what it was. I would have liked to have seen a fifth one, but doesn't look like that's ever going to happen. And they're making another direct-to-video one, which I mean I'm okay with. I mean I kind of want to see how it plays out, but somebody called it American Pie 5 or some shit, and I was just like, we're not doing this again. It's like like I said, when American Reunion came out, they're like, oh, it's American Pie 4. I'm like, no, it's American Pie 8. Well, no, it's not. There's only 3 of them. I'm like, no, there's 8 of them. There's way too many other American Pie movies. Here's how they are. The first 3 are good, obviously. Bandcamp, the first direct-to-video one, that's actually a pretty decent fucking watch. I don't think they should have done 3. Really? I thought 3 was decent. Didn't see it. You haven't seen any of the American Pie movies, man? Oh man, you're missing out. But American Pie Bandcamp, that's actually a pretty decent flick for what it is. All right. The next one, which I think was The Naked Mile. The Naked Mile was like, okay, it's an all right movie. The next one, Beta House, was just like, all right, you're pushing your luck here with this like direct to video crap. Beta House is just like, you're pushing your damn luck. Book of Love was just like, hey, look at all the cameos we can get. Then they made American Reunion. Right. Now they're making some new direct to video one. It's like basically the girl version of the first one, essentially. I eat hair pie. Well, good to know. 1, 2. I like American Wedding. I don't know why people think American Wedding. It was like, come on, when Stifler's just like, what the fuck is going on? Plus, there's like a gag in the third one that Stifler does. I just used it at work recently, like a couple weeks ago. Like one of the guys there, he was on his phone, And I was just like, hey, I like to fuck around and, on our phone all day, but we got to do some work. And then the phone was nearby. And I was just like, yeah, 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 he's actually right here. Let's get to work, fucker. Oh, shit. Ace Ventura 3 was horrible. I couldn't even finish that fucking movie. Ace Ventura Jr. I couldn't even finish the fucking movie. I got like maybe a half an hour into it. And I like the kid they chose for Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura's son, but I was just like, this is fucking awful. That's another one they're doing. They're just like, oh, Reese Witherspoon's in production for Legally Blonde 3. I'm like, no, Legally Blonde 3 happened. Just because you didn't like the movie doesn't mean it didn't fucking happen. We were talking about sequels in work chat the other day. Oh, really? Oh, Matt's back. What did you drop that 1,000 Bitcoin in there? No, no notification. Okay. No. Okay. Well, I can dream. It's getting hot in this right now. Mean Girls 2 came up because someone's kid likes it better. Oh my god. You bailed on Bitcoin. It's up to 10 grand now. Oh, is it really? Oh wow. No, but I'm saying you asked me earlier, 1,000 Bitcoin, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and Bill and Ted 3. I'll be like, I fuck that movie. If you're gonna give me $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, fuck it. That's funny because I mentioned no, you were here for that in the last fucking stream. But I saw some like list on Facebook where it was just like unpopular opinions about movies, and somebody called Clueless overrated. Somebody said Grease 2 was better than Grease 1, and somebody was just like, somebody had the audacity to fucking say Mean Girls 2 was better than 1. And listen, like, there's an actress in there that I like in Grease 2. Clueless is overrated. David, that's 2. Man, you fuckers just, man, you guys just like fucking running this gauntlet with me. Which state are you in? Is that something you can say? I know, right? Shit. I brought up Greece too. One girl called it a disgrace, and one girl was like, there was a two. Here's what I say about Greece 2. Okay. If you look at Greece 2 as like its own separate little thing, it's a decent movie. It's a decent little movie and shit like that. But the fact that it's hits to fucking Grease 1, that's what it's connected to that movie. If they could have just made it its own little thing, it probably could have been its nice own little thing. You know, that's my only thing. You know, um, Grease 3. They were actually going to make Grease 3 at one point about 15 years ago. They were going to make Grease 3. Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta were going to come back for it, but John at the last second, John Travolta's like agent was just like, I don't think you should do this movie, and John was just like, okay, and they shit canned it right there. Because if you're not going to have John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, there was no point. How dare you get defensive when you shitting on Hocus Pocus? Exactly. I didn't shit on Hocus Pocus. Okay. You're on the East Coast, right? Midwest. I'm in Iowa. Thunderbirds or Thunderbirds. You know, I feel that way about Dirty Dancing too. Yeah, Havana Nights. I think Havana Nights again is a decent movie. I mean, I watched it one time. I feel no need to ever go back and revisit that movie. But like the fact that it's connected to the quote unquote Dirty Dancing universe, people are gonna hate. People are gonna hate that movie. You know. But yeah, if they would have called it, if they would have just called it Havana Nights, if that's all that movie would have been called, Havana Nights, it probably would have been like like a what is it, a Diamond in the Rough, maybe, you know. But the fact that they hitched it to Dirty Dancing is where they went wrong. Um, he definitely did. No, I did not. Better go back and watch that stream again. Willow's out of North Dakota. Man, you're on some serious fucking drugs, man. You know that? In my mind, at least. I like the soundtrack. All I said about Hocus Pocus is that it's overrated. I said these days it's a decent movie. You know, it's a nice little family flick that you can watch with the fam and crap like that with a catchy song. A catchy song. I put a spell on you. You know, you can still look at Sarah Jessica Parker's Honkers to this day and be like, hey, nice, you know. But other than that, to try and take it off the 90s pedestal it's on is wild. David, I like reached over bread. That's one. Okay, next time I'm in Iowa, I'm stopping by and we are revamping Smoke This or whatever the hell you called it. And I'm bringing you some legit cigars instead of this 99-cent gas station. Dude, I barely smoke anymore. No bread in the bread box. The integrity of the loaf is destroyed. Exactly. If my shit's uneven, then the integrity of the loaf is destroyed. You know, the thing about that is, I didn't really fucking figure that out. That bothered me until like I don't know, maybe like 7 years ago. That's when I really noticed that shit started bothering me. Or next time you're in Georgia. Oh yeah, because I'm in Georgia quite a bit. Sarcasm. Right, that's two. You know damn well not to use minute for anything that exceeds longer than a minute. Cigars aren't a habitual thing. They are an enjoyable thing. You don't have to smoke to enjoy a cigar. Yeah, bro, just saying. Sheesh. I'm going to tell you like I tell Jackie, Matthew. Attitude. Lose it. You give me a sarcastic reply. Then I want Cuban cigars. Rally just checked my Wi-Fi connection. All right. I got approved for medication again, and the copay is the cost of one leg shot. $50? Damn. We'll see is on one tonight. No, you don't. They are garbage. But I'll let you try one if you want. But they're from Cuba. I want a fucking Cuban cigar with a Cubano sandwich. Oh, what movie? You son of a bitch, you went live? That bastard. Will Van Dam. The whole fucking show. Oh yeah, just FYI to the 9 people watching, Jackie does sell pictures of her feet and legs now, apparently. They're pretty fucking pricey though. I was actually in for a picture of her legs until she told me how much they were. I'm just like, fuck it, seeing them. Cuban cigars taste like a mixture of trash wrapped up in DVD box cover. That's 2. You want to go for 3? And just so you know, if you want pictures of her feet, her second toe is longer than her big toe if you're into that type of thing. So, who is live? Jack C36? No, she's not live. I just pimp out my friend's shit. You know, I'm trying to make a buck. She's trying to make a buck. When it comes to feet photos, Jackie really nails it. I'm gonna be live if I'm here. I know David was just like when you weren't here earlier. David was just like, "How come she's not here?" I was like, "She's not feeling too good and shit." And Brett, I enjoyed the puns, man. um, and David was like, "She gonna be on the next one?" I was like, "She said she might make the next one." And shit. Willow's a Rockets fan, dude. You come to these lives like almost every night. Do you not learn dick about me? Anybody but Pip Nasty. Who? What basketball team do I favor? It's not even a basketball team. Oh my god, it's the Charlotte fucking Hornets. I only go live like 4 times a fucking week sometimes. I know this information's out there. What football team do I favor? You guys have to know that. It redeems me a little bit. I'm not a basketball guy. Do a 5 a.m. stream. Bet you do a 5 a.m. stream. See, Pimp Nasty is always asking me to do weird shit, but he never wants to donate to the cause. I take requests, but if you pay for them. Well, we finally found the NBA's OnlyFans. I don't even watch the NBA. But if I ever get caught watching the NBA, I like to have somebody to root for. And it's the Charlotte Hornets. Plus, I like Muggsy Bogues. And of course, we all know Dennis Rodman is the best ball player of all time. What? Who does Roger Clemens quarterback for? I'm not. Fuck you and your Roger Clemens shit. That's two. Worry about that later. Basketball at Charlotte Hornets. Football, the Green Bay Packers. Hockey, the Anaheim Ducks. My backup team in the NFL is the Jacksonville Jaguars, which that's a terrible backup team. You're a Pack fan, Favre and shit. Well, considering how Favre has been retired for like, you know, 6 years. I don't think I have a backup hockey team. I've always rooted for the Ducks. I guess the Hurricanes. I guess Carolina Hurricanes will be the next in line. I definitely don't have a backup NBA team. Yeah, it, Hornet, Hornets do or die. That's because of Emilio Smith, pretty much. Plus I'll cough Brooklyn Nets cough. I was into hockey there for a while because like when I was with the baby mama and when like I wanted to fall asleep to some, we had the NHL network and they would play like hockey games from like late 70s, early 80s, late 80s and shit. And like if I couldn't sleep, that knocked my ass right out, man. I would just put on some like old hockey games and shit, and it would just knock my ass right the hell out, man. It was nice, you know. And I was like, Emilio, Mighty Duck Man, swear to God. He tips his hat like this. Did you private all of your cigar? Yeah, those have been private for a while, dude. That's actually none of your damn business. Stay out of my personal affairs. I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeMille. Well, was that a text from Hammerstone Studios? No, it was the notification that Brendan was live. I was in bed until 7:45. Jeez Louise. No, you act like I'm somebody important who gets text messages and shit. That's cute. Oh, I thought it might have been them texting you to make sure you were still defending it. That's 2.5. The bitch that was put up by Orion Pictures. Hey, HC, what's up, man? There's still 11 people in here. So since half of y'all don't want to talk, there is a Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. What the fuck am I talking about? If you're not going to talk to me, what makes me think you're going to donate something? But hey, it's down there in case you want to just look at it. But if you want to help a brother out, that would be fantastic. There's also a Teespring link down there. You can buy yourself an official artist t-shirt, or you can leave too. That'd be fantastic. Awesome. And there is the Amazon wish list down there. If you want to see something unboxed here live on a live video or in video just for you, we can arrange that just like we do for hardtofindtv.com. We can do that as well. Or you can drop a dislike because that's how we show love around here. Let's conform to the system. Or subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Why you would want to do that, I do not know why. But yeah, you could do all that. So, all right, back over here. Oh shit, I would have been at 3 strikes now. What up, HC? Philly cheesesteak or Bill and Ted 3? Considering I'm not a big fan of green peppers and onions, Bill and Ted 3. How do you cook with no onions? Well, I mean, that's kind of a complicated question because, like, see, it depends. It kind of depends on what I'm cooking. And then, depending on what I cook, say I pull out a pan, and then depending on what I'm cooking, I heat up the stove, and then I would then put in whatever I'm cooking into the pan, and then I would proceed to season it. It's really a complicated question. It really depends on what I'm cooking. David, that's 2.5. I don't want to hear you saying shit on the next episode of fucking Cooking with Artists then, because that's coming out this week. I went out and bought the ingredients today. No, that's not what's up. Not for you. You better not be saying shit when that video goes up. Cooking what? It's a recipe that I actually saw online, but I'm gonna extrapolate it to me. No, I'll adjust and add onions. Well, the one that I saw didn't have onions in it. I don't know what to do now. I'm a picky eater, so you know what? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, but fuck you. At Wingstop for the first time, and holy shit, it's good. Yeah, but holy shit, is it expensive? Do a Chick-fil-A review. What, like right fucking now? See, again, AC, that requires donations. See, y'all want me to do this type of shit, but then y'all don't provide the fucking shit that I need for it. I'm more than happy to do a Chick-fil-A review, but you have to put up the fucking funds for it. I don't think you motherfuckers understand how this shit works. No, I swear my dad won't eat onions either. Really weird. All I provide is my dick. That's one. Man, I'm just passing out fucking strikes like candy tonight, man. I swear. Fuckers are testing me. Yeah, I think it was like 30 for two of us. Yeah, shit. And I like the flavor of onion. I don't like the texture. Like you can't put chopped onions in my shit. But if you put like onion powder on my shit, I can roll with that. 7-Eleven review? You gonna build a 7-Eleven around me? Dry minced onion? Yeah, I can roll with that. Just not a lot of it. Have you ever had White Castle? I mean, yeah, but I've had their chicken. I don't eat their burgers. Love onions on almost everything. Burgers, salads, plain. So you just bite into a fucking onion like an apple? Do you have a Raising Cane's over there? You know what? I think we do. We just saw one of those up in Davenport. My man, Devin. Here's my impression of fucking David and Devin hanging out. This bland food thing is making a lot more sense now. Fuck you, Matt. Here we go. Bland food, bland. Don't make me do it, Matt. I'll fucking take your wrench away. You don't want to know the fee for getting your wrench back. I forgot the fucking fee. I know I placed a fee on it, but I forgot it. That should be a chapter in your next book, How to Get Your Wrench Back. It's not that, it wouldn't be that long. Pay me. How long chapter? For a second, I wish the tide would swallow every inch of this. Just have your payment info on the. Yeah. Although I kind of wrote something akin to that, like the two sentences that I did fucking write. Let me get to it. Because I sat here writing the book for 2 hours and wrote two sentences the other night. I spelled giggle wrong. Oh, there's another E. Oh, okay. Okay, this is what I wrote here. Da-da-da-da. I really should have took the hint and maybe should have walked away from that job right then and there and maybe took the job at Crocs when they called me. But no, I stuck with Tivana. Why? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. But also, this would be a really boring chapter if it ended right here and now. That fucking sucks. Yeah. Because if I would have saw the shit that was going to happen at Tivana and shit that I'm going to write about eventually, then I wouldn't have took that fucking job. Because Jackie's actually mentioned in that chapter. I'll give you guys a little abbreviated version and I'll go into more detail. But like Jackie used to work at Tivana and I called her and told her, um, I should have taken the hint. Oh, did I say accepted? Oh, okay. I must have said accepted, but I meant to say I really should have taken the hint and maybe should have walked away from that job. Yeah, that's what I wrote, but I said accepted. My bad. Watch Mulan. Well, fuck, I ain't paying no $30 for that shit. You said took the job. Oh, I should have. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, or maybe took that job at Crocs. You gotta understand, Jax. I write these stories how I tell them. You would know that if you read the first book. Starting school next week. Woot woot. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, damn straight. Sit down. Have a good night, Will. I'm heading out, sir. All right, Matt. Thanks for coming in. Good, because he was close to losing his wrench. That's probably a good thing because the next stream it refreshes. So that's probably good. Wow, that's two streams in a row he's came in. I think that's a record. You know what? I'm going to read one of the stories from the book. I think I'm going to read one of my favorites here. Okay, I'm going to read you guys one of the stories from the book for the people who haven't opened the fucking book since I sent it. Whatever. All right. So this is one of the quickie stories in the book that I wrote. So there we go. This is one of the. I'm out, brother. Really high right now. That explains a lot. But all right, Tim Nasty, thanks for coming in. All right. So here we go. This is one of the stories in the book. Quickie story. Basically called the mustard story. That's what it's called. Here we go. All right. Now, everyone who eats food has a favorite condiment. Mine happens to be yellow mustard. Don't come at me with that honey mustard or stone ground mustard. Well, unless it's with some Hillshire Farm summer sausage, then we'll talk. But anyway, we're going to focus on yellow mustard for this story. The year was 2003, sophomore year of high school. And that year, I got really lucky because I got to have second lunch out of three. And what was special about second lunch is that I got to have lunch with my best friend, Justice. Not only Justice, but we had most of our clique for lunch too: Eric, Michelle, Sarah, Steven, and a few others. So it was pretty sweet. We had some great times at this lunch. There was once an epic arm wrestling battle between Steven and myself. That was a GD classic. I don't want to say it because Jackie's here. And there was some not so great moments, like when Sarah took a chunk of skin out of my arm by pinching it so hard, so I took a water bottle and threw it at her head. But one particular time sticks out, and it was all because of my love of yellow mustard. You see, some days the lunchroom would serve cheeseburgers, and I put that in quotes because knowing what I know now about the meat industry, no telling what was really in those burgers. But if you have a cheeseburger, you have to have good old French fries with them, of course. I'm confused. What are you confused about? I wasn't saying a bad word. Oh, okay. All right. Where was I? If I buy a book at $10, can I return the other one for $17? No! How this shit works. Now I lost my spot. Okay. No telling what was in those burgers. But if you have a cheeseburger, you have to have good old French fries with them, of course. I have my cheeseburger or Jim Matt filling a newspaper between bread, no telling, and my French fries. And I get to the table with the crew and sit down, and Justice is across from me, Eric next to him, and for some reason, Michelle is sitting next to me, which I found strange because she was dating Eric at the time. So I thought I was ready to eat, but what's wrong with this picture? Burger, fries, shit. I don't have any of that delicious yellow mustard for my fries or burger. Now, our fries came in one of those small paper baskets. So I emptied the fries into the tray and I noticed Eric heading up to the condiment station, which was strange. It was three upside down plastic containers that you would milk for your condiments. It was like milking a cow for mustard. So I asked Eric, hey man, can you put a little mustard in this? Which he had no problem doing. And that's where I went wrong. Because when he came back, this paper basket was filled almost to the rim with mustard. And listen, this is high school lunch. I maybe had 11 fries, 12 maybe, if I were lucky. What the fuck was I going to do with all this mustard? I mean, if the world went up right now, and if the world went up right then and there, and mustard was the new currency, I was set. So I look at Eric and say, what the fuck, man? And he laughs and says, you said you wanted mustard. And I quickly said, I have 11 fucking fries. I eat my fries and I use a little bit more of this mountain of mustard I have for my burger. No need to spread it. I just dipped it in at this point. I finished my lunch and there was barely a dent in this mustard. And this is where shit takes a turn. We start conversing, and Eric still thinks it's hilarious that he filled this damn thing with mustard. He filled this damn thing with mustard. Yellow, tart, tangy mustard, mind you. And I look at him and say, you realize this is going to go to waste, right? I was a sophomore in high school. I could have cared two shits about the starving kids in Ethiopia or them damn dogs in the Sarah McLachlan commercial, but this container of mustard is what got me to care about waste all of a sudden. Naturally, it had to be me to pose the next question, which was, what if I just ate it? There was a silence at the table, a silence that said, I want to see that, but I want to see that, but I don't want to see that. And Michelle next to me said, please don't. Eric chimes in with, you couldn't do it. And much like any time I'm in deep shit, Justice is just sitting back observing my next move. I notice a plastic spoon nearby and pick it up. Now I have the attention of everyone that sits at our table during lunch. There's a fever pitch at this table. And I'm thinking, if I do it real quick, it won't be that bad. After all, I love yellow mustard, but you can go overboard with it. Have I mentioned how tart and tangy yellow mustard can be? The spoon is in my hand, and I hear Michelle next to me say, no. And one deep breath later, I take the spoon and start digging into this mustard. The first two spoonfuls weren't bad, but it was one of those things where people around you, where people are around you and start getting in your brain because everyone I everyone I sat with, by the way, hated mustard. They always did that ketchup and mayo combination, and before anybody asked, it's some weird Southern thing. So everyone at the table is officially grossed out that I'm just eating raw mustard with a spoon. But shit, I didn't want it to go to waste because Eric is a dumbass. Spoonful 6 and 7 are becoming difficult because everyone is grossed out. The amount of mustard I'm eating and the tanginess is starting to get to me. And the tang is hitting my nose pretty hard. But two more spoonfuls and I'm done. Spoonful 8 goes down and I had to stop for a second and let out a grunt because fuck, this is too much GD mustard. What the hell was I thinking doing this? Oh, because somewhere in the deep crevices of my mind, I thought I would eat all this mustard and they would hoist me onto their shoulders and carry me out like a fucking hero while I scream, are you not entertained? Last spoonful, and I quickly got it down and I dropped the spoon quicker than Florida would hide the votes the following year. And I rest my hands on my head and let out another grunt. Michelle is the first one to say something with, after that, I want to suck your cock. Okay, that's not what she really said. What she said was, I cannot believe you just did that. Which I came out with, I didn't want to waste it. Blame Eric. And to his credit, Eric said, you didn't have to eat it. You decided that on your own. To be fair, that was true. But I did feel that they wanted to see if I could do it. Well, prove them wrong. Side note, you would think that I would have learned from this lesson, right? Wrong. A few weeks had gone by. Same scenario. I asked Eric with a little sternness in my voice, can you please put a little mustard in this? So he heads up over to the condiment station and he is over there way too long. So I already know I fucked up. He gets back to the table and I see mustard in the paper basket, but the son of a bitch put a nice heaping layer of mayo under it. Needless to say, I got my own damn condiments for the rest of the year. That was the mustard story from Stories No One Asked For, written by me. Why would you try? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I figured they all learned their lesson when they knew I would eat the fucking raw mustard, but they didn't think. I guess they thought I liked mayo. I figured they were going for a twofer, but I don't like mayonnaise. I was the only one in my clique that liked mustard. Like I said in the book, everyone liked combining mayonnaise and ketchup, which I'm just like, you nasty fucks. Mustard can treat migraines, and how the fuck do I have migraines as much mustard as I fucking eat? Mayo and ketchup is a great combo. It's secret sauce. I think it's the special sauce for Big Mac. Raw mustard. Add some relish and you're at McDonald's. That's what I meant. Kind of enjoyed that. Let me see. Let me see if there's another one here. Oh, this is the original print. My cat is so damn annoying. She won't leave me alone. Hmm. I have 4 small dogs like that. All right, I think this one would be good to read. There's a really quickie story here from my book, Stories No One Asked For. Although I think, well, no, I think you got to pay for that one. That one's too good. Oh, here, I'll read this one because this one happened in Houston, so Jax will kind of get this one. All right, I'm going to read you guys a full story from the book for those of you who haven't read it. All right, so, all right, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Okay. This story is titled Talent Show. Here we go. This next story was the original pilot, so to speak, to Storytime, to the Storytime YouTube series, but I felt like it was missing something, so it was never posted. And now it's time for this story to be told, and I'm really excited for you to hear it because it's one of my favorite moments that I've ever had. The year was 2005, senior year of high school in Houston, Texas, and I'm attending what I consider the worst school I have ever attended, Eisenhower High School. I hated this fucking school. But anyway, one day during lunch, where the entire school went to lunch at the same time, yeah, 1,500 kids all going to lunch at the same time. Genius idea. I noticed there was a sign-up sheet for a talent show. Without hesitation, I'm digging you reading this, so I don't have to. Well, after this one, you're gonna have to read it. I've already given away 2 stories for free. I wanted to read the one story, but it's so good. You have to pay for that one. I feel like I'm in a bookshop with the author. All right, here we go. Let me get back. Without hesitation, I signed up for it. In order, in order to get into the talent show, you have to audition, of course. And previously, I auditioned for what the school called Showtime. And what that was a showcase of different variety acts, or if you didn't want to sound like a snob, a talent show. Why they called it Showtime compared to just another talent show, I don't know. But this school was already 6 ways from screwy anyway, so the audition. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I'd misread a line. Sorry. But this school was already 6 ways from screwy anyway, so the audition for Showtime was dreadful. I sang American Idiot by Green Day, and they let me get like 1 minute into the song and then cut me off, and that was it. So I knew for this talent show I had to be better. I went I went to an urban school, meaning my school was mainly Hispanics and African Americans with a couple other races scattered throughout the school. Why is this important to tell you? Because at the audition, every act that audition was either a hip hop dance routine, someone rapping, or a mixture of the two. So, what was my act? What was my routine that was going to stand above the crowd? I decided to do a rendition of in the end by Linkin Park. Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that. Uh, I mean, it was a gamble to go against the grain, but I couldn't dance to save my life. Story on that later. That's what it says in there. Not I'm going to tell that story later. I'm just lazy. Well, this is the last one you're getting for free. So you fuckers better pick up the book. And B, a white guy standing on stage rapping. Who the hell did I think I was? Vanilla Ice? For the audition, they gave us a little portion of stage to play with, but I really didn't need much anyway. So I take the stage and the music starts over the PA system, and I just go right for it. And I just go right for it. I mean, I knew the song backwards and forwards. I got on there. I got on the. Oh my God. Where's my pen? Hold on. I got on that. I got on that stage, and in my brain, I killed it. Okay, all right. I gotta stop reading those comments. Let me just keep reading this. I got on that stage, and in my brain, I killed it. I had the rest of the people who were also auditioning, cheering, and going nuts. But the question was, were they doing it to be nice? Were they treating me like a make a wish kid on a football field? Well, the answer was apparently no, because a few days later, I hear over the morning announcements that the list of people who were selected will be posted during lunch outside the auditorium. So when the lunch bell rang, I began to maneuver through the sea of people to get toward the auditorium, and finally I see a list in the distance, like a Coke vending machine appearing in the desert. I eventually get close enough to read this, and boom, there it was, number 5 on the list, my name. I made it. And being the egotistical bastard that I am, and I was, and probably still am, um, I right away took out my camera, and yes, I always carried my camera with me at this time and took a photo of it. The issue now was, do I stay with the Golden Goose and stay with the song that brought me to the dance and sing in the end, or do something left field or off the wall? I went through an array of songs ranging from the likes of Matchbox 20 to Good Charlotte, even experimented with other Linkin Park songs, but I stayed true and went with what brought me to the dance in the end, because in the end, it doesn't really matter. See what I did there? All right, moving on. So the day came where we're putting on this whole shindig, and the first thing I want to point out is that I wanted to film points of the evening, sort of a vlog before vlogging was really a thing. Huh? I invented vlogging. Go figure. Now the show started at 7 o'clock. I have decided to stay after school and just wait. And while waiting for some of the acts, and while waiting, some of the acts decided to rehearse for their routine. And that's where I got the genius idea to change the song I was doing. I went up to the audio booth. While I'll admit this school was horrible, it did good. It did have a good drama department because it had an audio booth and a soundboard. Amazing. A school that actually put money into their drama department. An audio booth and a great working soundboard. Sorry, I got off track there. I had them put in a mix CD. It was from. I didn't put it in a mix CD. It was 2005, so it was right between the age of CDs and the rise of our overlord and Apple. So yes, I had a CD, but I had them turn it on track 11, which was "Numb" by Linkin Park, because that was a song I could really bring some emotion to, really bring some energy, really bring the hammer down, so to speak. One problem: I didn't exactly know all the words, and I was stuck with "In the End." Not that it was a bad song or anything. I was just, or I was having cold feet. Just figured I would change up, but it was not meant to be. I'm married to this song now. Now the next thing I want to do is lock in some guests. I knew my mom was out because she was working that night, and I couldn't call my sister because we had dial-up internet, and it was a bitch to break the line. But I remembered I invited my aunt, uncle, and cousins to come, and I haven't heard anything from them, so I decided to give them a call. What happens next? Only three people know what happened for sure, and that's me, my aunt, and God. No one believes me to this day, but I swear it happened. My aunt is well off money wise. And you have to know this so the next sentence she says to me makes all the sense in the world. I called my aunt and her assistant answers, and naturally I asked for her, and after a moment she gets on the phone and the conversation went like this. I simply asked, "Hey, I was curious if you guys are going to make it to the talent show tonight." And the sentence she told me next is something I will never forget, something I couldn't even believe she said to me out loud. And that was, "Oh, tonight? Well, tonight we're having dinner with Roger Clemens, former Houston Astros player. And well, we just think that's a little bit more important." I was frozen for a second. Aunt Penny, yeah, that's Aunt Penny. Yeah. I was frozen for a second because honestly, I couldn't believe she just uttered those words out loud to me. I mean, she couldn't have thought of a lie. She couldn't have said, "I have a business meeting," or "I have to wash my hair." Nope, just went right for the "you're not important" line. In a way, I guess you have to admire the tenacity to even say it, but still, I'm family. You kind of soften the blow there a little bit. I'm riding solo now. I'm gonna I'm going at this alone. That's okay though. I'm cool. I did one talent show before without family, and I can do another one. I also had many great birthdays without them, and they never sent me a damn card. To hell with them! Sorry, I got a little out of hand there. The clock began ticking down closer and closer to 7, and that's when we finally get a rundown of the layout of the entire show. This is where I should have known some things were going to go wrong, because this is where all the nicely printed out. This is because this was all nicely printed out in a pamphlet divided into 2 acts. The first act was about 8 acts, an intermission, then the second act, and the second performer on the second act is me. Great. So I don't go on. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't go on for an hour. The perfect amount of time to get my anxiety going. Meanwhile, I am filming little vlog bits throughout the evening, hanging out backstage, and time comes where the show starts. The show begins, and I take a peek out from backstage and look at the crowd. Holy shit. A packed house. Our auditorium could hold 820 people. And I could just see a sea of people, which you would think would make me nervous beyond belief. But I'm not a stage fright type of person, so a large crowd to perform in front of was nothing. It was the largest crowd of people I would ever perform in front of. But was I nervous? No. Well, not yet anyway. The first performance was some kid rapping, no biggie. The next was a duo of dancers, nothing to write home about. The third was a combo. It was a rap and dance combination. And this is where I would get a little nervous, because you know that great soundboard? The soundboard that I was amazed at school actually put money into? The soundboard blew up. Oh, yeah. The music just stopped in the middle of the performance. So the crew, thinking on their feet, came up with the most genius idea. I see the crew, might I add, was only 2 people, hurried a large stereo up to the front of the stage area, plugged that in, and finally took a standard microphone and held it up to the speaker. If that wasn't one of the most ghetto fixes I have ever seen, that is literally one step above paper clips and bubble gum, and one under. Oh, that's one step above paper clips and bubble gum, and one under duct tape. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous now because I am no songbird. I am no songbird. The music would have drowned out my flaws. Now people are going to hear me au naturel, and it's not going to be pretty. But as the show progressed with this band-aid setup, my voice was not going to. What the fuck? My voice was okay. My voice was going to be the least of my worries. Sorry. Uh, about the time that about the time the school step team hit the stage is finally I hit the highest level of nervousness and anxiety because it dawned on me at that moment that every act was either rap, dance, or a combination of the two. Oh shit. I am oh shit. I am going to walk on stage and do In the End by Linkin Park. Who the hell did I think I was? Chester Bennington? I'm going to get booed off this stage. This is going to be a this is going to be a moment I'm never going to let down. This crowd is going to this crowd is going to this crowd isn't going to go for some white guy screaming Linkin Park on stage. What the hell did I get myself into? So I left. The end. Just kidding. For real though. I'm having a mental fit in my head because of all this. Because of all this rap, all this dance. What what do I have in the pipeline? A 5-year-old pop rock song? I'm toast. I'm still trying to hype myself up, filming a couple bits of my vlog, and now I notice that the order of the show is all out of whack. Seriously? Like previously stated, I was supposed to go on second after intermission, but now I'm fourth, and that's because two acts in the first portion of the show didn't show up. Plus, with the technical mess ups, X and Y person had to go on before because these people because they were leaving early, and then one dancer couldn't be fed after midnight and couldn't get wet, and she had to go ahead. Like, what the fuck? I'm already going to get booed off the stage. Can we please just stop delaying the inevitable and get this shit over with? All jokes aside, yeah, if I was worried, I could have just bounced and said screw it. If I was this worried, I could have just bounced and said screw it. But I didn't want my name to be called and I didn't show up on stage. I would rather go up on stage, take my licks like a man, than bitch out. The moment came. They tell me I'm going on next. So I'm standing stage left and I have my camera ready. Because once I run out on stage, I'm going to film the audience for the blog. I hear the host for the evening say, next up, you guys are going to like him. You got to give it up for my boy, Will Cooper. There it was. It's go time. I hit record on the camera, run onto the stage, and recorded the crowd. The crowd was hyped, in all honesty. They had no idea what I had planned. I stopped recording and put the camera into my right pocket. The crowd is still getting hyped as I grab the mic. I put a finger over my mouth to get them to calm down, and so that they could hear the music with this ghetto ass setup that we had. Also, in case I blew ass. Also, in case I blew ass, because I didn't want them getting hyped for something like this and then it sucked. The beginning of In the End by Linkin Park starts. Now, with this janky ass setup that we had, I knew once I started with the lyrics, I wasn't going to be able to hear the music. So I had to listen carefully. So I knew where the lyrics were. I knew where the lyrics were. It's loud enough for me just to hear that it starts with one, and I start singing along, and I just go for it. But I did screw up. I started singing the second verse first. The chorus came, and I shout, I tried so hard, and I jumped in the air. And when I did that, if ever I wanted to feel like a rock star, this was it. Because this crowd of almost 800 people went berserk, singing along with the song, going nuts in the crowd, sacrificing virgins. Well, maybe not that last one. I had the crowd on my side. I honestly couldn't believe it. I start the second verse. Now, since I sang the second verse as the first, I decided to sing the first verse as the second. Again, the crowd didn't even notice. And then came that second chorus. And following suit with the first time, I shouted, I tried so hard. I leaped in the air, what felt a little bit higher this time, and I planted my feet a little bit harder this time. And the crowd went what felt a little bit louder and a little bit crazier this time. I was controlling the crowd, and they were eating out of the palm of my hand. And I have to admit, it was a tremendous feeling. Knowing that a single jump in the air was sending this crowd into a frenzy, the slow part came. I put my trust in you. You know that feeling of the calm before the storm? That's the moment it felt like. I could feel it. I could feel it in the air like Phil Collins. I lifted my one finger in the air. There's only one thing you should know. And as I shouted, I put my trust. I went with the old faithful, leaped in the air as I did, and leaped in the air as I did so. It felt as though every time I did, the crowd got louder. My adrenaline was through the roof, and the end of the song is coming. The final chorus, and I'm going to take it home. The final line before the chorus was, there's only one thing you should know. And that followed with, I tried so hard. I jumped in the air to try and high five God. I didn't reach, but I planted my feet on that stage so hard. It made everyone in that auditorium leap out of their seats one more time and sing the final chorus with me. Goosebumps were all over my body. This crowd was insane. Not only did they accept Linkin Park when all they had tonight was rap and hip hop, but they also accepted me. And I was controlling them in the palm of my hand. It was a welcoming feeling. The song is about to end, and I wanted to sprinkle one more little bit of flair on this. The whole night, when everybody was done with their performance, they either exited stage left or stage right. I want to do something a little different, so I took a little page out of the 1998 Diamond Dallas Page playbook, and I dropped the mic and I leaped off the stage and I exited through the people. Side note, when professional wrestlers come down to the ring and they greet the fans with high fives, it's called glad handing. When I leaped off that stage and began to walk up the aisle to make the exit, hands were sticking out. So I took the opportunity to live out not only the rock star dream, but the pro wrestler dream. And I began to glad hand all the hands I see. I reached the exit of the auditorium. I hear the host come back on stage and say, Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you my boy was great? And the doors closed behind me. Right off to the left, there was a wall. There was a large wall, and I right away lean against it. Son of a bitch. I leaned my back against that wall. I was physically exhausted. My knees were shaking. I leaned over and placed my hands on my knees, trying to catch my breath. This goes on for about 30 seconds, and I look up, and there's a random teacher. She spots me there, and she looks over at me and says, You were William Cooper, right? And I was still trying to catch my breath. Yeah. She looked back and said, I really enjoyed that. Barely able to breathe, I was able to muster out a thank you so much. After that night, I was known as one of three things around school. One, the guy that wore sunglasses. Okay. The guy who wore sunglasses. Two, the guy who always had gum. Or three, the guy who did the talent show. And I'll admit, until I graduated, I kind of hung my hat, so to speak, on being noticed for that third one. Okay. Uh, while I did just describe it in the best possible detail imaginable, nothing could ever recreate that night to its fullest potential. Nothing could ever come close to that feeling, to feeling that moment again. An interesting postscript to this story, though. I had to walk home that night from the show. So as I walked home, I pulled out my camera out of my pocket and proceeded to film a wrap up for the evening. I just experienced I had just experienced and how I felt about the whole thing. Nothing nothing too hard. The next morning I grabbed the camera and export all the footage from the previous night and start piecing it together in good old fashioned Windows Movie Maker. And at the time, I knew nothing about editing. So what came out of the camera is what you got. But I'm piecing it together and I noticed something very, very important. As I run out on stage to film the hype crowd, to film the hype of the crowd, I'm sorry. Right before I performed, I turned off the camera and placed it in my right pocket. Remember? Have you pieced this together yet? I didn't hand off the camera to anyone to film. I didn't hand off the camera to anyone that they could record what would become an epic performance. Yes, what a shitty little vlogger I was, wasn't I? I couldn't believe it. I forgot to hand off my camera to someone so they could record. And this was before camera phones were everywhere. At this time, having a camera on your phone was a prime feature compared to a standard feature like today. I went ahead and saved this vlog. And yes, I still have that vlog to this day. And just watching it pisses me off because just getting a hype crowd shot, and then me walking in the dark telling the camera how amazing it was. I'm not saying I have evolved much as a filmmaker or anything, but I have sure as shit got a lot better than that, regardless. Thinking about this moment to this day, I still get goosebumps. And it's a moment that is up there with the safe birth of my child, and I will cherish it until I'm no more. One more thing I want to add. The following Monday, during the morning announcements, I hear, here are the results of the talent show Friday. My first thought was, what? It was a competition? I honestly had no idea that there was a contest involved. Apparently, in the crowd that night, there were 3 teachers assigned to judge the whole thing. So the morning announcements continued. The announcements then read off the 3 acts that were in first, second, and third place. They read first place. Not my name. Well, no surprise there. I mean, I didn't really expect first. Although I did have the walls shaking from the amount of noise from the crowd, but whatever. The second name was announced, and nope, not my name either. Hey, that's cool. I mean, only one of the judges caught me outside of my performance and told me how much he enjoyed it, my performance, but apparently not second place like that. The third and final name was read, and guess what? Yep, you guessed it. Not my damn name either. Did I mention I hate this fucking school? That's steroid injecting dickhead. Oh my god. Yeah, I think no, I think we had just met because the talent show was like at the end of the year, so we weren't like closely acquainted yet. Hey, your guess is as good as mine, Devin. Because like till I graduated, man, people were just like, "Oh, you're that dude in the talent show, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, that's me and shit." But I'm pretty sure we knew each other. We just weren't closely acquainted. All right, Jax. See you later. Shit, it's 11:42. Fuck, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking head out of here too, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some stories from the book. That's already getting. I'm not reading no more stories from the book. You fucking only thing I have even close to that is when I was in a frat and had to go on stage for girls to bid on us. But all right. Yep, I'm gonna head out of here for the evening. So you guys remember Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, description down below. Help a brother out, man. If you guys don't want to come in here and talk, at least help a brother out, man. You know, Teespring link, City Kitty Art, design the shirt. So buy yourself a T-shirt, and of course Amazon wish list. You want to get your boy something to unbox on live or in a video just for you. Let me know, and I'll do it just for you because you're special. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. If you want, hit the bell, I guess. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And if you like anything you see here, drop a dislike because that's how we show love around here. You see these 4 people who liked, they left a like, they're haters. We don't like them. They're haters. You see it. So, and also you can get a copy of my book. If you were listening to some of the stories here, that I read 2 stories from my book, Stories No One Asked For, here tonight. So if you liked what you heard there, through all my stumbling and mumbling and shit like that, and all the mistakes that you heard, you get a free game with the book. It's find all the mistakes that are in the book. And no, writing the book is not one of them. So if you want a book right now, $10. Um, and yeah, $2 shipping, United States. You miss free shipping, you know. But $10 for the book, $2 free shipping, no orders to West Virginia. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe Jax will be with me. Maybe she won't. Who knows? And yeah, so remember, hookers don't take coupons, man. All right? Be breezy.